at Sam Royce Field for the first time in 2025 here on the radio with you as the Glasgow Scotties get set to take on the South Warren Spartans. Joe Myers alongside Bruce Tribune for the broadcast here today. These Scotties come in here at 5-8 overall. Glasgow coming off a trip to Florida where they went 3-2 last week during spring break. Scotties lost their final game in Florida to Somerset on Thursday. Final score in that one was 8-3. South Warren coming in here with a record of 11-2. They're off to a tremendous start. They also took a trip to Florida during spring break. They went 3-1 on that trip. They went a little further south, I think, than Glasgow did. They lost to Pensacola Catholic, defeated Pensacola Catholic in their last ball game down there on Friday by a final score of 9-2. These two teams have already played once this year. It was South Warren defeating Glasgow 5-0 back on March the 18th down there in Bowling Green. South Warren opened up the season with 8 straight victories, and since that time they have gone 3-2. But this is a very good baseball team the Scotties will be facing here today. We're going to go ahead and take our first break here on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCOU Blue 103.1 and 1490 AM. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Back here at Sam Royce Field, John Richardson Stadium, Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune along with you for our first broadcast of high school baseball this season. We had a game scheduled earlier back before spring break, but the weather did not allow that game to happen. We also had a couple other softball games that got rained out too. We've had 4 games scheduled so far this year. We've only been able to get one of them on, so hopefully things will dry out a little bit and we can get several games on here over the next few weeks through the remaining part of the season. Let's go ahead and introduce you to our starting lineups here on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. The starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. We'll introduce you first to the visitors, the South Warren Spartans. Batting first and in center field is going to be Justin Capps. Batting second and at second base is Ty Krogan. Number 3 hitter is Griffin Raridan. He is playing shortstop. Camden Page will pitch today, and he will bat in the cleanup spot. Number 5 hitter is the right fielder, Jackson Decker. Batting sixth, the left fielder Casey Green. Joseph Fentrance, the catcher, will bat in the 7 hole. Batting eighth is Gray Pearson, the first baseman, and the number 9 hitter, the third baseman, Matt Mosley. South Warren 11-2 on the year. Their head coach is Chris Gage. For the Scotties, batting first and in center field will be Josiah Driver. Batting second and pitching is Carter Hodges. Stephen Garrett will be at third base. He'll bat third. Evan Templin will be the cleanup hitter, and he'll be at first base. Hudson Gum, the shortstop, bats in the 5 spot. Number 6 hitter is the catcher, Bam Nolly. Garrett Shields at second base will bat 7th. Number 8 hitter is the DH, Thomas Glass. He'll be hitting today for the left fielder, J.P. Pitcock. And batting 9th, the right fielder, Houston Haynes. Scotty's 5-8 overall. Head coach Cameron Garman. Glasgow assistant coaches are Cord Glass, Corey Haynes, Dylan Poor, and Pudge Morgan. As we told you, South Warren has had a great start to the season. They're 11-2. When you look at the series history between Glasgow and South Warren, not been very good for the Scotties as of late. South Warren has won 6 straight meetings between these two ball clubs. Glasgow's last victory over the Spartans came all the way back in 2019, pre-COVID, back on May the 18th. And the Scotties won against the Spartans last. So we bring Bruce Tribune in here, and Bruce, it's we've had quite a bit of time off here since our last softball broadcast. First chance to be down here at the baseball field this season. It's our first time sitting in our brand new press box here at Sam Roy's Field, and I want to give the city some compliments because I think this facility turned out very nice. Everybody knew that it was never going to be the same when they built it back. It couldn't be the same, and I think they did a great job down here. I'm personally glad to have some shelter as we sit here and broadcast the ball game. There have been many times the last 2 years we've had to bring a tent to put it up in case we were going to get rain. We had wind blowing our papers everywhere. So this is a huge improvement as far as I'm concerned, for us anyway.
We were wearing long johns too because baseball used to, we didn't start till after spring break, any spring sports, and they started playing in March, and we'd have to wear long johns and heavy coats and everything else, and we are out of the weather now. I've got to lean left or right though. I've got a little post I can't see home plate. So, but it's nice. It's a nice facility, and they've done a good job. And like I say, with codes the way they are and stuff like that, and the restroom facilities are a lot bigger and a lot nicer, and everything. It's just it's different, but it's still the same playing field.
It's just the new normal, and everybody's just going to have to get used to it. The field looks great as always, and so we are excited to be down here and bring you this broadcast. You look at the Scotties season, the way it's gone so far. We told you they're just coming off of a trip to Florida where they went 3-2. They defeated Nicholas County, Washington County, and Union County or Union City, Tennessee, down there in Fort Walton Beach. And then they lost to Western Hills and Somerset in that 5-game stretch. And the Scotties started the year with 4 straight losses to Greenwood, South Warren, Franklin Simpson, and Taylor County. I think in talking with the coaching staff, Bruce, the Scotties the coaches feel like that they picked up some positives down there in Florida to bring back here to Kentucky and get the remainder of this season going here.
Well, and they're young, too. I mean, 2 seniors all that are starting for them, a catcher and a center fielder. So, and they've got some young pitchers, and they'll develop. I was talking to you before the game. You was giving me the lineups, you was giving me the stat sheets, and I said, the last several years we've done games, they'd come back from Florida and be hitting 350, 360 as a team, and then it would go down and start falling off. And so maybe we're going to do it just the opposite this year, and because we're down at about 260, maybe we can raise it as the season goes along and be primed for tournament.
Yeah, team average right now 259 for the Scotties. You look at South Warren, they're hitting 337. So this is a potent offense the Scotties are going to be facing today. Because it is our first baseball game of the season on the air anyway, we do want to remind you the Scotties lost 9 seniors off last year's team. And so, a lot of experience to replace. You said, Bruce, they've got some younger kids in the lineup. 2 freshmen starting for the Scotties in the batting order today. And one thing that stood out to me when I looked at the stats getting prepared for this ball game, Josiah Driver, who's leading things off for the Scotties in the number 1 spot, he's hitting .469. Josiah struggled a little bit with the bat last year, but boy, .469 is incredible. That's great for your leadoff hitter.
And like you say, they played some good top competition here early. Somerset, I think, what was it? Dylan told us that pitcher they had was going to Duke that they faced, and of course, like say, South Warren, Franklin's generally good. Franklin's not as good as they have been in the past, but they've got a good ball club when they've got the right person on the mound, and so early in the year, the record's a little deceptive because they've played a pretty good schedule here early.
We continue here with our Don Franklin Auto pregame show as we get you set for Glasgow against South Warren here at Sam Royce Field. We told you South Warren opened the season with 8 straight victories. They defeated the Scotties in their season opener 5-0, then got wins over White House, Tennessee 2 days in a row. They defeated Davis County, Franklin Simpson, Barron County, Warren East, Christian County, and then they split a back-to-back days with Christian County. They defeated Christian County the first time 6-4, then lost to them a couple days later 5-3. And as we said, they went to Florida and played all Florida teams down there, whereas Glasgow played Kentucky teams down there in Florida. So this South Warren Ball Club has a lot of experience. They're a very good baseball team. Their shortstop is actually the son of Western Kentucky University head coach, and his name is Griffin Raridan, and he's hitting .571. We were being told by someone here before we went on the air that rather than going to Western to start off with, that it looks like he may go to JUCO, because apparently there's a new rule now, and I was not aware of this, that when you go to junior college now, that does not count against your 4 years of eligibility at the D1 level.
No, I think it only counts as one. Or you get more. You get more eligibility. I do know that.
I was told that neither of the 2 years in junior college counted against the Division I.
Well, I didn't know about the two.
Yeah. So interesting to hear. Interesting to hear that for sure. So some other things we want to take a look at is other games going on around the area today in baseball. We've got Barron County playing at Warren East. We've got Caverna welcoming LaRue County. Metcalfe County at home against Cumberland County. We've got Allen County Scottsville entertaining Franklin Simpson. Hart County visiting Fort Knox. Clinton County on the road at Russell County. Greenwood playing at Logan County. Russellville taking on Heritage Christian. In softball action today, you've got Glasgow at home against Logan County. We'll try to keep you up to date on scores from that ball game. Hart County at home against Bowling Green. Caverna on the road at Greene County in softball. We've got Allen County Scottsville hosting Russell County. Warren East traveling to Russellville. Greenwood welcoming Davis County. And Franklin Simpson entertaining East Robertson, Tennessee. So I think we are awaiting the introduction of the lineups here. Normally with baseball, we get started early. It looks like this game's going to get started actually a little bit late. Assuming they are going to do the introductions and the national anthem as they normally do. I'm assuming that has not changed.
Well, one of the things talking about that JUCO route too, but by going there, that gives you an opportunity to go and perform there. And with the NIL, you up your NIL money probably by playing at a competitive junior college than you would on a high school baseball team.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good point, Bruce. Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Well, I don't know if we're going to get – I'm trying to figure out what's getting ready to happen here. I tell you what, let's go ahead and take our timeout. Let's go ahead and take our last timeout here in the Don Franklin Auto pregame show and wrap that up as the Scotties get set to take on the South Warren Spartans. We will come back after this 3-minute timeout, and we'll have baseball action for you here from Sam Royce Field. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Welcome back here to Sam Royce Field. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you as we get ready for Glasgow and South Warren. Let's quickly set the Glasgow defense for you. Out in left field, you got J.P. Pitcock. Center fielder is Josiah Driver. Houston Haynes in right field. At third base is Stephen Garrett. Hudson Gum, the shortstop. Garrett Shields at second base. Evan Templin at first base. Bam Nolly behind the plate. And on the hill today for the Scotties is Carter Hodges. Carter, a junior right-hander. He is 1-1 on the year with a 1.58 ERA. He has struck out 18 and walked 6. He's thrown 17 2/3 innings so far, and he's making his third start of the season here today against these Spartans. And we are ready to go here. Our Ralphie's Fun Center first pitch coming up. First three hitters due up for South Warren is Justin Capps, Ty Grogan, and Griffin Raridan. Here is the Ralphie's Fun Center first pitch of the day, and it is fouled off out of play here to the right side by Capps. This first inning brought to you by the People's Bank. The 0-1 pitch coming from Hodges, in there for a strike.
That's what you like to see. You get ahead in the count here early. So
Capps hitting .238 with 3 RBI on the year. Hodges with the 0-2 pitch. Fastball is fouled off out of play. Capps a sophomore. He'll be in center field today for the Spartans. Hodges winds and delivers another 0-2 pitch, and this breaking ball misses inside. Now the 1-2. Another breaking ball hit right back up the middle, and that's going to get into center field for a leadoff single. That's a Don Franklin Auto base hit for Justin Capps. That'll bring up the second baseman, Ty Krogan. Krogan will hit from the left side. He's batting .286 with 3 RBIs. Capps takes his lead at first base as Hodges will go from the stretch with a runner at first. Hodges sits. And the pitch. Fastball upstairs, gets by Nolly, and that's going to allow Caps to take second base.
Sure don't like giving him anything, do you? Now, of course, he was probably up there looking to bunt, and he may try to bunt him to third now with, him on second base to score here early.
Hodges with the 1-0. Breaking ball misses.
I saw Carter throw the game that the park when they Logan County, and he threw very well. And he works quick.
Here's the 2-0. This pitch found off out of play. He leads the team with a 1.58 ERA. Actually, second on the team with a 1.58 ERA is Carter Hodges. 2-1 strike count. Pitch on the way. And this one fouled straight back. 2-2.
He lost to Tufton in the Logan that day, 1-0. I mean, he pitched a good game, and
I know Coach Royce and Coach Meadows were here for that dedication, Bruce.
Yes.
Anybody, did Coach Vance make it down? Any other coaches make it?
He didn't. Coach Vance didn't.
I was out of town that day at the state tournament, or we would have done that ball game on the air. Here's a breaking ball, misses outside. Count goes full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Coach Meadows wasn't here that day either.
Oh, he wasn't? Okay.
No, his grandsons were.
Okay.
One of them's at St. and the other one's at Bellarmine. He went up and watched both of them that weekend.
The ground ball to the right side, scooped up by Garrett Shields. He'll go to first base, throw a little bit low, but Templin able to hang on to it there. That does move Caps from second to third, so a runner at third with 1 away as Krogan does his job to move that runner over there. That'll bring up the shortstop, Griffin Raridan.
Yeah, fly ball scores him now deep to the outfield, so he did his job.
Hodges with the pitch. Fastball over the outside part of the plate, called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, grounded foul down the third base line.
There's a rope. That just was foul, wasn't it?
Probably 2 or 3 feet. Pretty close. Caps in foul territory, had to jump out of the way of it to avoid being hit.
Well, 0-2, what kind of pitch do we see here?
Hodges sits. Takes a look at Caps, now delivers. Fastball misses upstairs as Raridan would not offer at it. Raridan batting .571, 15 RBIs and 2 home runs. Obviously a very good hitter.
20 for 35, yes.
And he gets, did he get hit by the pitcher? It went behind him. I guess it went behind him.
And
good job by Nolly to get back to the backstop and chase that ball down to keep Caps at third base.
Caps broke for a minute and got about fourth away, maybe down the line, and saw Nolly got on it pretty quickly, so he retreated. He slipped down. But
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Hodges. Breaking ball. It's a fly ball to left center field. Josiah Driver tracking it out there. He'll make the catch, but that is plenty deep to get Justin Caps in from third base, and South Warren takes an early 1-0 lead on the sacrifice fly from Griffin Raridan. RBI number 16 on the year for that young man. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Spartans, the pitcher Camden Page. Hodges back to the windup with the bases empty here, and his first pitch misses a bit low.
He's thrown quite a few pitches here in this inning already. That's his 17th pitch. So
1-0 pitch misses outside. Page, no slouch himself at the plate, .419 average with 13 RBIs and 2 home runs. Just a sophomore. Fastball here misses outside, so it's 3-0. See if Hodges can come all the way back here. The 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball right down Broadway, 3-1. Looked like Page is probably taking all the way there.
I'm sure he was, because that was sweet.
Breaking ball catches the
nice.
inside part of the plate, 3-2. Nice pitch that time. Started it off inside and broke back across. Payoff pitch coming now from Carter Hodges. Breaking ball misses a bit low this time, so Page will draw the walk. 2-out walk. That'll bring up the right fielder Jackson Decker now.
It came back with that same pitch. It's a good pitch. It just stayed a little low. We got a cursing runner, Joe, for the pitcher.
See if we can pick up a number here. It is number 19, and that will be Tanner King running for Camden Page at first base. So Jackson Decker will step to the plate with a .282 average, 7 RBIs. He has 1 home run. The South Warren team has 7 home runs on the year through their first 13 ball games. Hodges will throw up to first base. It's in the dirt, and it gets away. King going to go for second here, and he's going to round second. They're going to try to get him to third base. The throw is in the dirt, and he is safe at third.
Well, let's hope it don't come back to haunt him.
Still 2 outs here, so you just got to get the batter, and you just have to keep any wild pitches in front of you here if you're Bam Nolly behind the plate.
Yeah, there's a lot of space over there on that first base line, and if the ball gets away, you can sometimes get to second base.
Fastball fouled off out of play by Decker. South Warren on top, 1-0. We are in the top of the first inning, brought to you by the People's Bank. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Fastball outside. Now the 1-1. Hodges kicks and fires. Breaking ball, line shot into right center field. That's going to get a run in. That'll be extra bases here also for Decker, as that ball's going to get all the way to the fence out there. And he'll be at second base with a stand-up RBI double as Tanner King comes in to score the second run of the day for the Spartans. So Don Franklin auto base hit for Jackson Decker.
King would have probably scored from first base anyway on that ball in the gap there.
So here's the left fielder, Casey Green. Green batting .333 with 10 RBIs. Breaking pitch in there from Hodges. Buckled Green a little bit there. Started off inside and broke back across the plate.
He has a nice breaking ball when he gets it over it.
Hodges from the stretch takes a look at second base. Now the 0-1 pitch. Just off the plate outside. Came with a fastball that time. One ball, one strike. Hodges sets and delivers. Fastball popped up foul out of play. Straight back behind us here. Fairly light breeze blowing right now. The flag picks up a little bit now as the flag's getting a little more active out there in center field. This one misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right now it looks like the wind's blowing from left to right.
Yeah, this is going to be pitch number 30 for Carter here in the first inning. That's a lot of pitches.
Two ball, 2 strikes. And the breaking ball in the dirt. Nice job by Bam Nolly, to keep that ball in front right there and keep the runner at second base. So the count will go full. Hodges with a payoff pitch here. And it's a fastball that's fouled off out of play. Another 3-2 pitch coming from Hodges as he gets set. And this fastball again fouled off. Green just barely did get a piece of that one. Fouled it back to the backstop here. Hodges checks on the runner at second. Taking another look. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit right back at Hodges. He fields it. And he'll toss it to first base where Evan Templin covers the bag for out number 3. But South Warren off to a good start in this one as they jump out to the early lead here in the top half of the People's Bank first inning.
Joe, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto here on WCOU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Back after this 1 minute timeout.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
We move to the bottom half of the People's Bank first inning. It's South Warren on top of the Scotties by a score of 2-0. First 3 hitters due up for Glasgow in this bottom half of the first will be Josiah Driver, Carter Hodges, and Stephen Garrett. Let's set the South Warren defense for you. Out in the outfield, you have Casey Green in the left, Justin Capps in center, and Jackson Decker in right. Matt Mosley is at third base, Griffin Raridan, the shortstop, Ty Krogan at second base, Gray Pearson at first base. Behind the plate is Joseph Fentrance, and pitching today for South Warren is Camden Page. He is a right-handed sophomore. Page on the year 2 wins and no losses, 8.84 ERA, however. He struck out 5, he's walked 6, he's thrown 6 in the third innings, and he's making his 3rd start of the season here for South Warren. So up comes Josiah Driver to start things off at the bottom of the first inning for the Scotties. Josiah with a .469 average here through the first 13 ball games for the Scotties. He has 3 RBIs as well. First pitch of the day from Page, misses upstairs with a fastball.
I'll say one thing about our observation where we sit now is we can tell the height of the ball a whole lot better than we can when we set up high.
Yep, and the location of the plate, too. Here's a ground ball to the right side, and that's going to squirt through into right field as Driver will get to first base with a leadoff single here. That is a Don Franklin Auto base hit for Josiah Driver. That'll bring up the pitcher, Carter Hodges. Got to get Coach Cameron Garman going through the signs down there in the third base box. Driver gets his lead at first base as Page sets. And Driver takes off for second, and Hodges will foul the ball off to the right side. Josiah, am I going to give you the broadcaster's jinx here? 10 out of 10 on the year in stolen bases.
Oh.
We'll see. I'm a firm believer that
that's free
broadcaster's
throws,
jinx
that's free
is
throw.
not a real thing. It's just a coincidence. Driver takes off for second again. This pitch misses outside, and the throw from the catcher way off the mark. It goes into center field, as a matter of fact. So now Driver 11 of 11 in the stolen base category on the season.
He threw it from his knees. He didn't have a prayer getting him. Even if the ball had, been down, Josiah had that base stolen.
So 1 ball, 1 strike count to Carter Hodges. The pitch from Page is fouled off down the third base side.
Yeah, base hit. Carter could help himself right here.
Hodges batting .263 on the year, 7 RBIs. He'd love to get number 8 right here with Driver out there at second base. And this pitch misses just a bit inside, I believe, 2-2. The pitch popped up, foul out of play. Camden Page from the stretch. Another 2-2 pitch coming. It's on the way. And this one grounded foul down the first base side as Hodges was late on that one, but stays alive. Driver with his lead at second base. The pitch fouled off, out of play. And our home plate umpire, I think, is out of baseballs. Well, they threw a couple of them in.
Page has walked 6 and struck out 5 so far on the season. So
2-2 on the way. Driver takes off for third base here. It's a hit and run, and he hit right into the tag, and they'll throw to first base for the out. Boy, terrible luck there for the Scotties as Carter Hodges hit a ball to the third baseman, Mosley, who fielded it just in time to make the tag on Driver as he was going to third base, and then Mosley throws Hodges out at first base for a 5 unassisted 3 double play. Don't see those very often.
no, you sure don't, and that's tough luck.
So that'll bring up the third baseman, Stephen Garrett.
And it was hit hard enough that the third baseman was right there in the baseline.
Swing and a miss by Garrett for strike 1. Page with the 0-1 pitch and fouled off out of play to the right side.
Sad thing, he hit that ball so hard, and, he saw him coming that he didn't break for the bag, with Josiah coming, because
this one fouled off out of play as well.
If JoJo, if he'd have broke to the bag, Carter's ball might have got by him as hard as it was hit, but it was all bang, bang.
Yeah, it was just really bad luck for the Scotties there.
And he would have scored, too. If it.
Here's the 0-2, and this one misses outside. It's a 2-0 South Warren lead. We are in the bottom of the People's Bank first inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Stephen Garrett, 2 away. And this one again fouled off out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, and here is the pitch, and again fouled off by Garrett. Scotties have fouled off a lot of pitches here in the bottom of this first.
Yeah, they have. That's the 5th.
Is that all? Gosh, it seems like more than that.
Well, no, wait a minute. Carter did foul off another couple balls besides the extra ones. That's
1-2 pitch is a breaking ball that's low and away in the dirt. 2-2 now to Stephen Garrett, junior third baseman.
Yeah, they don't have an on-deck batter out there, do they? I don't see.
I can't see the on-deck circle from here.
Oh, that's right. I was looking at the wrong side. Well,
yeah, there's a good reason South Warren doesn't have an off-deck batter out there because they're not batting.
Well, a while ago, the reason, usually on a foul ball, the coach came out to pick the foul ball up rather than a Scotty player, and I was just thinking they were
2-2 pitch is a breaking ball that just misses. Boy.
Yeah, that ball dropped down.
Yeah.
He sort of ducked.
Steven gave up on that one.
Yeah, he's
fortunate.
Very fortunate. It was that close. This is 10th pitch he's seen.
Page with a payoff pitch here. And it misses low and away, so a good at bat there by Stephen Garrett. He works himself into a 2-out walk. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Evan Templin, for the Scotties.
How big is that double play now?
Big, yeah, no doubt. Probably have runners maybe on the corners or at least at first and second with nobody out.
Well,
and a 2-1
he
ball
might have
game.
scored if it ain't got that double play.
And this fastball misses upstairs. Right now it's South Warren 2, Glasgow nothing in the bottom of the first inning. This inning brought to you by the People's Bank.
Well, of the two pitchers, we've already seen 49, 50 pitches. That's their 20th.
Yeah, it's been a long first inning. And a throw to first base, but Garrett slides back in safely.
53, that was their 20th, and Carter threw 33. So
got started a few minutes late, but it's already almost 6 o'clock. We've been playing this first inning for probably 20 or 25 minutes at least. And this pitch nearly got away, but first baseman Pearson able to hang on to it as he threw over to first base there, did Page. Garrett again gets his lead at first. Page from the stretch. Fastball fouled back. Evan Templin batting .325. Second on the team in that category. 7 RBIs. And a swing and a miss here as Garrett will swipe second base. Second stolen base of the day for the Scotties.
yeah, they're getting a good jump off the pitcher.
Garrett now 5 out of 5 in stolen bases on the year. 1-2 pitch coming from Page.
Oh.
And Templin went after one up in his eyes, could not lay off, and that will end the inning. And that is a arrow safety strikeout there for Camden Page.
There were no runs. There were no hits. No errors. They strand one. We've completed one here with Glasgow and South Warren on top, 2-0.
And you're listening to Glasgow Baseball, which is presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCOLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. We're back after a 1-minute timeout.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Back here at historic Richardson Stadium, Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you. It is a 2-0 lead for South Warren as we go to the Hardy's second inning. And South Warren will send up the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Joseph Fentress, Gray Pearson, and Matt Mosley. Carter Hodges to begin his second inning of work here for the Scotties on the hill. And his first pitch of the inning is an off-speed pitch, which is swung on and missed by Fentress for strike one. Did you say Carter threw 33 pitches in that first inning, Bruce?
Yes, sir.
Here's the 0-1. And this one in the dirt. Fentress batting .333. He has 15 RBIs.
You know, you talked about Coach Reardon. He's here today watching. It's over there by the fence.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Of course,
this one in there for a called strike 1-2 now to Fentress.
They had a big weekend and swept Liberty. I think it's the first time they've ever swept Liberty, and away on the road too.
1-2 pitch. Misses just a bit low. Fentress able to lay off. The 2-2 is a curveball, great pitch that time as Fentress was way out in front. And he goes down on strikes for the arrow safety strikeout. I think the first one of the day for Carter Hodges.
Yes, sir, you're correct.
And with one away, that'll bring up the first baseman, Gray Pearson. And he cannot connect with a fastball from Carter Hodges. Strike one. Hodges into the windup and the pitch. His fastball stays upstairs. One pitch coming. Breaking ball had Pearson backing up out of the way, but it didn't miss by that much. 2 balls and a strike, just a bit inside. Two-one pitch here, misses well outside, low as well. So Hodges down on the count now, 3 balls and 1 strike. Just a 194 hitter. You'd like to get Pearson right here, make him earn his way on. And he'll foul this pitch off, so the count will go full.
That's already the 4th batter he's gone full on.
Hodges set for the 3-2 pitch. And a foul tip back into the glove of the catcher, Bam Nolly. And that'll be out number 2 and another arrow safety strikeout for Carter Hodges. Next up, the third baseman, Matt Mosley. Mosley batting .259, 2 RBIs. Fastball from Hodges misses high. Here's the 1-0. Fastball called a strike on the outside corner.
That was good location on that pitch. He hit
right over the black.
Yes, it was.
Now the 1-1. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball by Mosley.
And he put that up in his eyes, didn't he? He couldn't lay off of it. He's thrown him 3 fastballs. He come with a curve.
Here's the 1-2.
Nope.
And the fastball called, strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. So Hodges strikes out the side with another arrow safety strikeout as South Warren goes quietly here in the second inning, brought to you by Hardee's.
Yeah, good inning after falling behind in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We played 1.5 here. South Warren 2, Glasgow 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. We're back after a 1-minute timeout.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
5, 6, 7 hitters due up here in the bottom half of the Hardy's second inning. And those hitters are Hudson Gum, Bam Nolly, and Garrett Shields. South Warren on top 2-0 in this ball game here at Sam Royce Field. Speaking of Sam Royce, he's around here today. We have had a little conversation with him before the ball game.
He's talking about their season. Lindsey Wilson's winding down.
Yeah, he's an assistant coach over there at Lindsey Wilson. I think most people know that. Hudson Gum to the plate to start off this bottom of the second inning for the Scotties. And he'll line one into center field, and that is going to drop in for a leadoff single. It's a Don Franklin auto base hit there for Hudson Gum. And a good start to the second inning for Glasgow. That will bring up the catcher, Bam Nolly.
Yeah, we led off the first inning with a base hit and then stole second, but hit into the double play on a attempted steal.
So Camden Page now will work from the stretch with Gum on at first base. Hudson gets his lead. Page takes a look. And he'll throw over to first base. Gum slides back in safely. Scotty's already with 2 stolen bases in the ball game. Nolly showing bunt very early here. Pulls back and takes a strike as Gum takes second base without a throw.
That was just setting up a stolen base. We're 3 for 3 on that. Well, now do we keep the bunt on to try to get him to third?
Hudson 7 of 7 in stolen bases this year.
We're 3 for 3 today. Well, I'll take that back.
Nolly does show bunt very early again here. Pulls back, ready to swing away, and he fouls it off the end of the bat. Yeah, Glasgow has been very successful stealing bases this year. They've only been thrown out one time. They're 42 coming into this game, 42 out of 43, so now 45 out of 46 on the year.
My goodness, we've played 13 games and stole 42. That's 3 a game, isn't it?
0-2 pitch misses upstairs as Nolly would not offer. One and two now as Page sets. Takes a look at Gum at second base, now delivers. And this breaking ball fouled off back to the screen here in front of us.
I misspoke at first inning, Joe. I said we didn't have a hit. We led off with a hit. I looked up and saw my stolen base thing, thought it was a walk, but we did have a hit in the first inning. We led the game off with a hit. So we
1-2 pitch is lined into left field. Gum going to go to third base. He'll have to hold up there as Green, the left fielder, came in charging that baseball. But back-to-back hits to start the second inning here for the Scotties. That is a Don Franklin auto base hit for Cam Nolly. Or Bam Nolly, I'm sorry. Now that'll bring up the second baseman, Garrett Shields. And the South Warren catcher, Joseph Fentrance, letting his defenders know what they want to do if Nolly takes off for second base here. Actually, we may have a courtesy runner. I think we do, maybe. See if I can pick up that number. I think it's Riley Winskoski at first base, running for Nolly. And this breaking ball to Shields misses low and away. That is Winskoski, Bruce, at first base. Shields showing bunt, pulls back and takes the ball in the dirt, and a wild pitch will allow Winskoski to take second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Scotties can tie this game up. They've got something going here with runners at second and third and nobody out. Glasgow trailing 2-0 here in the Hardy's second inning. Pitch on the way, and this one catches the outside corner, 2-1.
Well, he sort of showed bunt. Would he be bunting for a hit, or you think we're squeezing?
I think he was just taking a pitch
Just
all the
showing
way,
it,
to be
yeah.
honest with you.
He's drawn the first baseman's attention. Of course, infield's
Page
in anyway for the.
will throw home here, and the pitch misses upstairs. Shields did square the bunt, but he pulled back. So
I'm sort of like you. I think he's just trying to distract the pitcher, showing bunt, and he's throwing the ball high. Of course, they've moved back at second short now. They were all on the infield.
3-1 pitch is fouled straight back.
Well, you talk about the foul balls. He's not throwing balls by us. We're putting a bat on the ball. We just got to put it in play. Just a tad late sometimes.
Full count here as Page sets and delivers. And this ball hit
That's a hit.
Up the middle. That'll get into center field for another base hit. Gum comes in to score. They'll hold Winskoski at first base, but back-to-back hits to start the bottom of the Hardy second inning here for the Scotties. And Glasgow now trailing just 2-1 with runners on the corners and freshman Thomas Glass coming to the plate. Glass only has one official at bat on the year, but he got a base hit in that one at bat.
This is the first run I've seen us score this year, Joe. Because we got shut out 1-0 against Logan. And we could have had a couple in that first inning if we hadn't had some bad luck. I mean, like I say, we're putting the bat on the ball.
Page checks his runners. Glass shows bunt, pulls back, takes the ball low and away. And in the meantime, Shields takes second base. So again, 2 runners in scoring position. South Warren didn't even bother to throw down.
They've got number 6. Looks like he's in the bullpen.
Glass shows bunt, lays it down the first base line, and now they've got Winskoski caught between home and third, and they'll tag him out in a rundown. Just a base running mistake there by the Scotties.
Can't do that.
So, runners at first and second with one away.
That was a 3-5.
I'll bring up the right fielder, another freshman, Houston Haynes. And he'll hit a ball to right field. It's a line shot going to be caught out there by the right fielder. And now they're going to tag Shields off at second base. The Scotties make 2 very bad base running mistakes here in the bottom of the second inning, and it cost them what could possibly have been a big inning. Glasgow does get 1 run across, so they are on the board, Bruce.
Yeah, we picked up 1 run. We had 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left after the double play. We've completed 2 here at Sam Royce Field. It's South Warren 2, Glasgow 1.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on W.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
We go to the top half of the TJ Regional Health third inning with South Warren holding a 2-1 lead over the Scotties. And it's the top of the order for the Spartans. They're 1-2-3 hitters, Justin Capps, Ty Krogan, and Griffin Raridan.
Capps singled his and scored his first at bat. He moved to second on a wild pitch. So.
First pitch of the inning for Carter Hodges, misses in the dirt, ball one.
Well, no, he went to second and third on a no, that was the throwing area that was on Page when he was at bat. So.
Hodges into the windup. Breaking ball also in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Hodges struck out the side in the top of the second. And those are his only 3 strikeouts of the day so far. 2-0 pitch. Fastball hit in the air to the right side. Could be trouble, and it is going to drop out there between the right fielder and second baseman. Now they're going to play at second base. They throw, and they got him.
So that's a single, and was the second baseman right fielder?
I think it was Houston Haynes who picked it up and threw it for the assist there, Bruce.
9-6 put out then.
He and Garrett Shields collided out there. Shields was going out on the ball from his position at second base, and Haynes was coming in. It hit right in between them, and Haynes had the presence of mind to get up, find the baseball, and throw Capps out trying to take. Well, no, they say he was safe, I guess.
Well,
I guess he missed the tag because the ball beat him there badly.
Yeah, it sure did.
So he was safe at second base, so my fault.
Change that. So I guess that's a double, isn't it?
Here's Ty Krogan. Yep, have to score it that way, I guess, Bruce. This pitch misses outside for ball one.
He's 2 for 2. Krogan grounded out to second his first at bat.
One 1-0 pitch. Misses high.
I thought he gave the out signal.
I thought he did too. I mean, obviously he didn't, but for some reason I thought I saw him give the out signal. 2 balls and no strikes. A swing and a miss here. Krogan, a .286 hitter. He has 3 RBIs on the year. It's a 2-1 South Warren lead here in the TJ Regional Health top of the third inning.
I'll tell you another thing about this nice new press box. We've got good lighting where we can see what we're doing.
Yep. And this pitch bunted. Hodges will come off the mound to field it, go to first base for the out there. That does move Capps over to third, so the sacrifice completed there by Ty Krogan. Just 1 away, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Griffin Raridan. Yeah, we had a great, before the stadium burned down, we had a great position as far as height was concerned, right behind home plate, but it was pretty dark up there. We had to bring a light with us every time to see what we were doing.
And it wasn't real bright, I mean, because it was just a lamp. I mean, for both of us, I mean, we could see, but I mean, it's not like what we got now.
Fastball here, misses upstairs. We're sitting just above ground level where we're at now in the press box. There's a platform in here so we can see over the folks that are walking in front of us. 1-0 pitch. It's a breaking ball. It is hit to right field. Haynes coming in on it, and he'll make the catch. Capps going to try to tag from third. The throw is there. They got him.
Yes, double play. Way to go.
The freshman, Houston Haynes, with a laser to home plate, and a great job by Cam Nolly to hang in there and absorb the collision from Justin Capps as he slid into home. And Nolly a little bit banged up here, so hopefully he'll be okay. But that will end the top of the third inning here at Sam Royce Field.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We played 2.5. It's still South Warren 2, Glasgow 1.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue 103.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's making it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For the Scotties, it'll be the 1-2-3 hitters to start this bottom of the third inning, which is brought to you by TJ Regional Health. That's Josiah Driver, Carter Hodges, and Stephen Garrett. It's South Warren 2, Glasgow 1. But a little excitement there to end the top of the third as Houston Haynes, the right fielder, threw out Justin Capps, who was trying to tag from third base. I thought it was a little bit risky. It was not a very deep fly ball, and of course it's a short field out here in right field anyway at Sam Roy's field, and great job by Haynes to throw a good ball in there, and Nolly able to make the tag there at home plate. Josiah Driver singled his first time up, didn't he, Bruce?
1 for 1, stranded at second. He had a stolen base, and we went 3 down right after 3 up and 3 down after him. So
fastball in there for a called strike to start the at bat. Driver easily the best batting average on the team for the Scotties. He's at .469. Next best is .325. Here's the 0-1. This one misses low and inside. Camden Page comes set. Here's the 1-1. Fastball back up the middle, and that is into center field for another Don Franklin auto base hit for Josiah Driver.
Well, I start to say he had raised his average 15 points after that first at-bat to 484, but he's got back-to-back singles here today. We'll see real quick what it is.
Here comes the pitcher, Carter Hodges.
Well, he's hitting 500 now. He's 17 to 4 to 34.
You can almost bet he's going to take off here, and they know that as they throw to first base to chase him back into the bag.
Yeah, JoJo's probably our quickest player, I would say, one of.
JoJo 11 of 11 on the year in stolen bases, already has 1 in this ball game. And there he goes on the pitch. Pitch in there for a called strike. It's a 1 bouncer to second base on the throw, and Driver in there safely.
He's now 12 for 12 on the season. I think you said he was 10 for 10 or 11 for 11. And
yep.
He's 12 for 12. So
the ball's in the strike to Hodges. Page takes a look at Driver. Now comes home. Breaking ball, low and away. Low and away. I'm sorry, that's right. Driver was trying to steal third base in his first at-bat, and just tough luck as the batter hit a ball. I think it was Hodges that hit a ball right at the third baseman. And this ball hit back up the middle off the foot of Page. Driver going to reach third base safely. And now they try to throw him behind him, and they say he got back in safely. That'll be a base hit for Carter Hodges as that ball was ripped. And it's off the foot of the South Warren pitcher, and he's limping around a little bit. They're going to make sure he's okay. Hodges trying to wave the coaching staff off, saying, nope, I'm fine. They may want to let him throw a couple pitches, though, just to make sure. So Scotty's off to another good start here in the bottom of the third inning. We've got runners on the corners, nobody out.
Yeah, that's our 5th hit. What's the question?
Are we saying that they threw JoJo Driver out when they threw him behind him? What's the deal here?
I don't know.
No, okay, no. Well,
Oh, no,
yeah,
well.
I don't know what's going on. I'm a little confused. They are saying JoJo's out.
So
Boy,
what,
I didn't see that.
What was that put out? 8-5 then?
I don't even know who threw the ball there, Bruce. To be
Well, it
honest
went
with
into
you.
center field then, did I?
Well, but they threw him behind him after the ball came back in onto the infield. He
Oh.
rounded third base, and one of the infielders threw back to third, and they say got him out. So, boy, I don't know about that one. But anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter, but I just.
I wouldn't say it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean who threw him out.
Yeah,
in
I
my
got
scorebook, I'm just scoring it an out.
Stephen Garrett at the plate.
Is what I'm doing. I'm just scoring the out, the put out.
Garrett could not check his swing, so he's looking at an 0-1 count here.
Why did we stay out there so long while they were attending to
This pitch in the dirt, going to get away, and that's going to allow Carter Hodges, actually his courtesy runner, and his courtesy runner is Rashad Etheridge, Bruce. That's Rashad Etheridge running for Carter Hodges. He takes second base on the wild pitch. One ball, one strike. Breaking ball, misses outside. Etheridge was the lead at second base. The pitch on the way, fouled off. Out of play by Stephen Garrett. Garrett batting .278 as the day began. 5 RBIs. Fastball, fouled off again. One thing we cannot see is foul balls to the right side, so I'm just kind of watching the fielder's reaction to see if they go out of play or not.
There's been a lot of things we hadn't seen. We didn't see it put out at second or third. Or missed, we thought was a put out, and then we had a put out.
Here's the 2-2. This pitch misses upstairs. 3-2.
Yeah, Garrett looked at, let's see, 10 pitches his first at bat, and that's his sixth on this at bat. He's seen him 16 pitches.
Payoff pitch here. Page delivers, and it misses low and away. So Garrett draws a walk.
That's the second walk given up. Both of them by Garrett.
I thought that was right.
That's right.
And then with one away, here comes Evan Templin, runners at first and second. Evan batting .325, 7 RBIs.
He stole his first at bat, but with a runner on second, I doubt if we're.
Breaking ball here, fouled off down the third base line, a little slow roller.
Well, a couple running mistakes or fortunate plays for them have cost the Scotties a couple runs today, probably.
Yeah, 3 base running mistakes by Glasgow. No balls and a strike to Templin. And we're looking for something back here behind home plate. I don't know what we're looking for, if a contact came out of the catcher's eye or what's going on, but he and the umpire back here looking around.
I'm sort of surprised he'd wear contact catching.
I mean, I'm just making an assumption, Bruce, if that's what it is.
Well,
I have
surely,
no idea.
I don't know what else they'd be looking for. I mean, do you?
Let me tell you, if they're looking for a contact, it's going to be
in
hard
that
to
grass,
find in
and
that
why up
grass.
there? It must be something else. He's playing with his
I don't know what
chest
they're looking
protector.
for.
Whether I don't know whether something snapped off of it, but.
Well, I don't know what is going on here. They're still looking for something. Well, anyway, we're ready to get back to action here now. The 1-1 pitch on, or excuse me, the 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's going to be fouled off by Templin out of play. So, Bruce, tell me again what we were just told here about the play at third base when Josiah Driver was called out.
Before the ball was called dead, they said coach touched him on base, and it'd be coach interference. But the ball hadn't been played dead.
There's a slow roller down the first base line by Templin. It'll be picked up. And Pearson will step on the bag at first to record out number two. Runners move up a bag each, so now two runners in scoring position, and the hitter will be Hudson Gum.
So I scored.
So they called coach's interference because they say Cameron touched Josiah before the ball was called dead.
During a live ball. The ball.
I don't think I have ever seen.
I saw it one year in softball when we were playing when a
swing and a miss here by Hudson Gum.
What had happened? We had I caught it on Randall Cook, I believe. We had a player round third going home, and I think he touched him. So,
well, I sure didn't think it looked like they tagged Josiah out. So that makes a lot more sense now that we got that explanation. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Gum, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, we would have scored on that ball hit up first baseline probably.
No balls, 2 strikes to Gum, pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. He can run to first base here. The throw is just in time. Got him by about a half a step. So the Scotties are going to strand 2 runners in scoring position here in the third inning, which was brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Bruce?
No, we had no runs. We had 1 hit. There were no errors, and we strand 2. We've completed 3 here at Sam Royce Field. South Warren on top of the Scotties still 2-1.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune back here with you at Sam Royce Field, Richardson Stadium, down here at Gorn Park in Glasgow, where the Scotties and the South Warren Spartans going at it. Here we go to the top of the 4th inning, which is brought to you by Riley Dental Group. South Warren leading Glasgow 2-1. Camden Page to start this inning at the plate for the Spartans. And the first pitch of the inning from Carter Hodges in there for a called strike. Page will be followed by Jackson Decker and Casey Green. These are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the order. 0-1 pitch now is lined into right field. Could be trouble, and it is off the fence out there. Houston Haynes trying to chase it down. He'll throw to second base. A good throw may have him, but no. As Page just able to beat the throw in there. It was a good throw by Haynes out there in right field, but Page just able to beat it. So he has a leadoff double to start the 4th inning, and that will bring up the right fielder Jackson Decker.
That's their 3rd double of the game.
Decker batting .282 with 7 RBIs and 1 home run.
He doubled his last at bat, had an RBI double.
Hodges from the stretch. Breaking ball, misses low. One ball, no strikes. Hodges delivers. Fastball ripped into left field. It's going to be a base hit. And the left fielder, J.P. Pitcock, gets it back into the field quickly, but he throws home with it, and that allows the runner to go to second base. So Decker at second, Page at third now, nobody out.
That's his second hit of the game. Oh, he moved to second on the throw?
Yep.
Just little mental mistakes have hurt us today.
Here's Casey Green, 333 hitter.
It comes with some inexperience and youth. You know, like I say, all the seniors we had last year, and we just made a couple running errors, and then right there, we just a throwing error. But
fastball missed low, 1 ball, no strikes. Scotty infielders in on the edge of the grass here. This pitch in the dirt. Really good stop that time by Bam Nolly to keep that ball in front of him there at home plate.
Yeah, Pitcock probably should have been coming to his cutoff right there. And
Glasgow trailing 2-1 here in the top of the Riley Dental Group 4th inning. Here's a fly ball to the right side. It is foul. Didn't hang up long enough for Haynes to get there.
Oh, that's sort of silly to me, Decker there. He was almost to third base. You know, that ball gets caught, he's doubled off.
Two-one pitch from Hodges. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 2-2.
We could sure use a strikeout.
Breaking ball, and there it is, Bruce. Ask and you shall receive.
That's the 4th.
Arrow safety strikeout for Carter Hodges. Runners remain at second and third. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Joseph Fentress.
He struck out his first at bat. He struck out the next 3 batters. It'd be nice if he could get 2 more here.
Scotty infielders remain pulled in on the edge of the grass here, trying to prevent that run from scoring at third base. First pitch to Fentress, misses for ball 1.
Struck him out on a 2-2 count his first at bat.
Lady Scotty softball team going to the top of the 3rd inning, trails Logan County by a score of 3-0. Here's the 1-0. This one in the dirt. Another good stop by Nolly.
Yeah, Logan's got a pretty good ball club. Scotty's the last couple games have played a little better. They were getting outscored like 50-1 or 2 early, but
2-0 pitch. Fly ball to center field. Could be trouble here. That is going to get in the gap, and actually it's out of here. That's a 3-run homer for Joseph Fentress. His first home run of the season. As South Warren will take a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. 5-1 lead, excuse me, here in the top of the 4th. And all the Glasgow players are looking over at the dugout here. Are they waiting on a baseball? Is that what's going on?
Well,
they're looking at Coach Garman for something.
Throwing mistake didn't hurt us.
And now Cord Glass, Scotty pitching coach, going to go out and have a word with Carter Hodges, looks like.
You know, because they would have scored anyway, whether it's on first or second with a home run. So, but that's 3 hits. He'd given up 3 hits through 3, and that's 3 hits in this inning. He's thrown 69 pitches.
Let's take a look at our sponsors here for Spring Sports on WCLU. They are Don Franklin Auto Glasgow, the People's Bank, Riley Dental Group, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health. Glasgow Spring Sports also brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center, Arrow Safety, South Central Rural Telephone, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. We're back here tomorrow for another baseball broadcast for you as Glasgow hosts the Bowling Green Purples. That is a 5:30 first pitch. Our broadcast begins at 5:15. And we are going to get a pitching change here for the Scotties. And we'll come back in a moment. Let's take a timeout here, Jonathan, if we could. And we'll take a timeout and come back to you who the new pitcher is for the Scotties. It is a 5-1 lead for South Warren here in the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCODU Blue 103.1 FM, 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Field, the new pitcher for the Scotties is going to be Garrett Shields. He is a junior right-hander. Garrett 1-1 on the year, a 2.55 ERA, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's thrown 11 innings. He's making his 6th appearance on the hill for the Scotties this year. And let's see, 5 of those 6 have come in relief. He's only started 1 game.
Well, Joe, we can close the book on Carter Hodges. He pitched 3 1/3 innings, faced 16 batters, struck out 4, gave up 1 walk. He gave up 6 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned, and he had 1 wild pitch.
Shields' first pitch of the day is flied to right field. That's going to be trouble. It'll drop right in front of the right fielder, Houston Haynes, who was charging in on it, but just could not get there. And so Gray Pearson will get a Don Franklin Auto base hit. And it's a 5-1 South Warren lead here. We are in the top of the Riley Dental Group 4th inning. Only 1 out on the board. The hitter for South Warren is Matt Mosley.
And we got the strikeout in the 3rd batter, and they've had 4 hits this inning. Broke it open.
Shields, pitch misses just outside. We had some defensive changes too. Garrett Shields had been at second base. Josiah Driver comes in from center field to replace him at second, and I cannot tell who's out in center right now.
Looks like Carter Hodges. Maybe he's tall. It may be Carter. I don't
know. This pitch in the dirt, but swung on and missed by Mosley. In the meantime, Pearson takes second base. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way from Shields. Here's a line shot in the right field, another base hit. Haynes throws in back onto the infield, so runners will stay put on the corners here as Pearson could only advance from second to third. And another Don Franklin Auto base hit for the Spartans. 5-1 lead for South Warren, 1 away, runners on the corners, and back to the top of the order now with the center fielder Justin Capps.
Capps is 2 for 2 on the day, Joe. He's singled and doubled, scored 1 run so far.
Started the day with a .238 average.
His first one went back up the middle, and he had that little bloop double that fell in between.
Pitch from Shields in there for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Shields with the pitch as the runner takes off for second base. The throw down is high into center field. That's going to get another run in from third base on that throwing error. Gray Pearson coming in to score. It's now 6-1 Spartans. 4 of the 6 runs have come in here in the 4th, and still just 1 away.
These three batters struck out there. The last three batters had struck out their first at bat.
1-1 pitch going to be fouled off by Caps to the right side. Ty Krogan waiting on deck. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Caps. Pitch in the dirt, Nolly able to stop it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Shields checks on the runner at second and delivers. This pitch fouled off, out of play once again to the right side. Pretty stiff breeze now blowing from left to right.
Yeah, I was checking the map a while ago. The rain's still an hour and a half away. It's not going to be heavy, it doesn't look like. But
2-2 pitch, fouled off down the third base side. Shields comes set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to third base. Picked up there by Stephen Garrett. He'll go to first to get the out there. On the throw over, Matt Mosley will go from second to third. But there are now 2 away. And here comes the second baseman, Ty Krogan. Krogan started the day with a 286 average. And the first pitch he sees misses low and inside. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, Nolly able to get his body in front of it. Now they've got the runner hung up between third and home plate, and they'll throw home, and they got him, I think, didn't they? They did. It was a very delayed call that time by the home plate umpire, but he did finally call him out.
Let's see, that's a 2-5-1 put out for
that
the
will,
third out.
Yeah, that will end the fourth inning. May take Bruce a second to add all these numbers up here for South Warren, as they have now got a 5-run lead as we are about to head to the bottom half of the Raleigh Dental Group fourth inning.
They picked up 4 runs on 4 hits. There was one Glasgow throwing error, and they strand nobody because we threw the last batter out, so nobody stranded. After 3.5, it's South Warren 6, Glasgow 1.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCOU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Sam Roy's Field as we go to the bottom half of the Raleigh Dental Group fourth inning. It's South Warren on top 6-1 over the Scotties as they had a big top of the fourth inning. South Warren getting 4 runs across to break this game open. Scotty's going to have to do a little work to get back in this thing, and they'll have to do that work against a new South Warren pitcher. It is Jacob Lobb. Lobb is a junior right-hander. Numbers look like this. He's 1-0 on the year with a 1.95 ERA, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks. He has thrown 14 in the third innings, and he's making his 6th appearance, 4 of which have been in relief. First hitter he faces is Bam Nolly, and Nolly will foul the pitch off out of play.
We'll look at Page's numbers after this pitch.
Here's the 0-1. This one in the dirt.
Camden Page pitched 3 innings, faced 14 batters, struck out 1, walked 2, gave up 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He did have 2 wild pitches, threw 56 pitches in that stint.
Breaking ball from Lobb in there for a called strike here. 1-2 to Nolly. Lobb with a long set here, now finally delivers. This one misses outside with the breaking ball, low and away actually.
Joe, I got a text from former Scotty coach and athlete Johnny Vance. He's watching us on their YouTube tonight.
Good deal.
Said the Scotties need some runs.
Hope Coach Vance is doing well. Glad to know he's watching. Now the 2-2. Pitch fouled off the end of the bat. Lobb sets for the 2-2 pitch now. It's on the way. And the fastball misses upstairs. Payoff pitch coming to the senior Bam Nolly. Nolly turns on a fastball, fouls it off, and it will land harmlessly down the left field line. Casey Green gave it a look there in left field, but did not have time to get there. Count will stay 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Like you say, Joe, you know, a few running errors and stuff like that, but we've only struck out once. The Scotties have put the bat on the ball today.
And Nolly gets hit by this pitch. Would have been ball 4 anyway. So he leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. Getting to first base. Being hit by the pitch. That'll bring up the pitcher, Garrett Shields.
Shields is 1 for 1, had an RBI single back in that 2nd inning.
And the fastball here from Lobb is fouled off on the third base line.
Yeah, of course, Shields is now our pitcher.
Got Winskoski running for Nolly at first base, Bruce, by the way. Courtesy runner there.
This is the 4th inning.
Lobb with the 0-1 pitch. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Nolly checks the runner at first. Now delivers. And that one misses inside. The 1-2 now from Lobb. And a swing and a miss. And Shields down on strikes. That is an arrow safety strikeout for Jacob Lobb, his first. And now Carter Hodges will step to the plate. I'm sorry, not Carter Hodges. That is Thomas Glass. My apologies. Stepping to the plate for the Scotties.
He hit into a fielder's choice, his first at bat, a 3-5.
The pitch hit in the air to right field. And coming in on it is Decker, and he will make the catch. 2 down. Now the freshman right fielder, Houston Haynes, stepping to the plate.
He lined out to right field his first at bat.
Lob checks on Winskoski at first. Now the pitch, low and away. Lob sets to deliver. Ball hit right at the shortstop, Brereton. He's up with it, goes to second for the out there, and that will end the inning for the Scotties. So Glasgow going to leave a base runner stranded here in the bottom of the Riley Dental Group 4th inning.
Joe, here in the 4th, the Scotties had no runs. There were no hits. There were no errors, and they strand 1. After 4 complete here at Richardson Park, historic, or Sam Royce Field, it's South Warren 6, Glasgow 1.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Back here at Sam Royce Field, Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you as we now go to the Aero Safety, top of the 5th inning. South Warren 6, Glasgow 1. And first 3 hitters do have for South Warren will be Ty Krogan, Griffin Raridan, and Camden Page.
Krogan 0 for 2. Well, no, he's 0 for 1. I'm sorry. Hit into a fielder's choice and then sacrificed.
Garrett Shields starts him off with a breaking ball, which is fouled off out of play.
He had a sacrifice in the 3rd inning, and he was at bat when we got the put out at the plate.
The 0-1 to the left-handed hitting Krogan. That one in there for a called strike. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball outside. Shields into the windup and the delivery, and the pitch is fouled off. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ty Krogan, a .286 hitter on the year. Breaking ball, fouled off out of play once again. Shields set to deliver another 1-2. Winds and fires. Fouled off. Umpires out of baseballs. Now they bring him a few.
There's been a lot of fouls.
Really
balls
have
by
been.
both teams
Yeah,
today. It's
seems
chasing
like
lots of balls.
Another 1-2 pitch from Garrett Shields. Breaking ball misses low and away. Krogan waiting on the 2-2. It's on the way. That one outside a bit. Boy, did not miss by much. Looked awfully good from here. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but when he up on him 0-2, he fouled a couple off, I think.
Fastball here is hit well to right field. Haynes drifting back on it, and he will make the catch. About 10 feet shy of the fence out there. So 1 away to start the 5th inning. Brings up the number 3 hitter in the order, the shortstop Griffin Raridan, who started the day with a .571 average, 15 RBIs, and 2 home runs.
And he's 0 for 1 on the day. He sacrificed in the first, flew out to Haynes in right field.
It's a fly ball to center field here. Carter Hodges drifting back on it, and he is not able to get there. Raridan will pull up at second base with a stand-up double. Now the throw into the infield gets away. Going to try to take third. The throw there late. So good hustle that time by Griffin Raridan. As he gets a double, and then the throwing error allows him to take third base.
That's their 4th double. 5th extra base hit. Had 4 doubles and a home run.
Brings up Camden Page now for the Spartans. Good fastball from Shields. Catches the outside corner right at the knees.
Who was that throwing error on? That was wrong.
Hodges.
E8.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled back against the backstop here. No balls, 2 strikes to Page, a .419 hitter. Shields got in on his hands that time. It's popped up in fair territory. Now Cam Nolly came out, and are they going to say he dropped it on the transfer, or are they going to say the runner is safe? They're going to say the runner is safe. It's a tough play for the catcher. He's coming out. That ball is right out in front of home plate, probably, 6-7 feet in front of home plate, just on the edge of the grass there. They teach you as a catcher to turn your back to the infield, but Cam didn't really have time to do that, I don't think, by the time he found the baseball.
Well, Garrett should have probably maybe called him off. He was there too, though. He had a lot better look on it, didn't he?
So now runners at first and third, 1 away, and the hitter is the right fielder Jackson Decker. Six-1 lead for South Warren. We are in the top of the 5th inning, which is brought to you by Aero Safety. Runner takes off for second base, and it's a hit and run as a base hit into left field. That'll get Raridan in from third base to make it 7-1 now for the Spartans.
That's the 3rd hit for Decker on the afternoon, and he has 2 RBI.
Page moves to second. Runners at first and second, with the left fielder Casey Green coming to the plate. Fastball from Shields misses low. Across town over at Glasgow High School, the Lady Scotty softball team on the board. They trail Logan County 3-1 now in the top of the 4th inning. Shields with a breaking ball, misses in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch on the way. Hit in the air to the right side. Can somebody get there? JoJo Driver makes the catch right on the foul line. Nice play that time by Driver. Page moves from second to third on the tag. But JoJo had a lot of ground. Now nobody covering second base. The ball is still alive. And Green will take, or Decker, excuse me, will take second base. Needless to say, a really good play by JoJo Driver. Had a ton of ground to cover. He got over there and made the play. This first pitch here is going to be fouled off by Joseph Fentress. Scotties have just made some mental errors today, Bruce.
Yes,
for sure.
and offensively and defensively. It's just, and we talked about it. We had a lot of seniors. These players are.
Swing and a miss here at the breaking ball.
Most of these players, even though we've got several juniors and some freshmen in the lineup, they've played a lot of JV, but they don't have a lot of experience.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and missed by Fentress as he's down on strikes. That's an arrow safety strikeout for Garrett Shields, and that will end the inning for South Warren, but they do push one more run across.
They got 1 run, Joe. Let's see. They did have 2 hits. There were 2 Glasgow errors, and they strand 2. So we've now completed 4.5 here at Sam Royce Field, and it's the Spartans of South Warren 7, Glasgow Scotties 1.
This is Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Scotties will start the bottom of the arrow safety 5th inning with the top of the order at the plate. That'll be JoJo Driver, Carter Hodges, and Stephen Garrett. South Warren with a 7-1 lead over Glasgow. And Jacob Lobb still out there on the hill for South Warren. He came in relief of Camden Page. All right, now we'll get this bottom of the 5th underway. First pitch from Lobb is a breaking ball, called a strike. Ooh. That looked like it was outside.
JoJo's had 2 hits today, 2 singles.
Here's the 0-1. This pitch misses low and away. One pitch is lined into right field, and Driver 3 for 3 on the day now. Good job by the right fielder Decker to cut that ball off to keep it from getting to the fence to hold Driver to a single. JoJo came into the day hitting .469, and he's now over .500 on the year.
Yep, that makes him 18 for 35.
That'll bring up center fielder Carter Hodges.
Carter's 1 for 2.
Throw over to first base. Driver slides back in safely.
JoJo is now hitting .514, Joe.
Awfully good. Lobb delivers the pitch to Hodges. It's upstairs. Driver going to swipe his 3rd base of the day as he's in there safely with a stolen base at second.
We just can't plate him.
Now perfect 13 of 13 on the year for JoJo. Lob checks on him, now delivers the pitch, and the curveball goes behind Hodges. Two balls, no strikes. Lob with the pitch. And a swing and a miss here for Hodges. Two balls and a strike, and now Lob will step off the rubber. Scotties trail 7-1 here in the bottom half of the Aero Safety 5th inning. The pitch. Did it get a piece of him? It did. So Hodges will earn first base the hard way. Runners at first and second, nobody out. It brings up the third baseman, Stephen Garrett.
That's a second hit batter by Lob.
Time called here by South Warren head coach Chris Gage as he's going to go out and have a word with his pitcher, and all the infielders going to gather around as well. Don't forget, we're back here for another baseball broadcast tomorrow afternoon as the Scotties host Bowling Green. It is a 5:30 first pitch. Our broadcast will begin with pregame coverage at 5:15 here on WCLU Blue 103.1 and 1490. Also, of course, you can catch the video stream on YouTube at the Scotty channel, and also a link to that video stream on WCLU's website as well, WCLUradio.com. We will have a softball broadcast for you on Thursday. The Lady Scotties will entertain the Warren East Lady Raiders in a district contest. That is a 5:30 first pitch on Thursday as well. Our broadcast begins at 5:15. Stephen Murphy going to join me for the broadcast of that one. Bruce can't be there for that ball game. Be glad to have Coach Murphy along. Set to get back to action now. And the first pitch to Garrett in the dirt. That's going to get away far enough from Fentress for both runners to advance. So the wild pitch will move Driver to third and Hodges to second.
Base hit could be big right here. Could get us back in this game with nobody out.
One 1-0 pitch coming. And Garrett will ground it to the right side. It's booted by the first baseman, Pearson. He's going to reach safely. Driver comes in to score.
Well, that's an E3, but an RBI.
And it pulls Glasgow back to within a 5-run deficit. Now it's 7-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on the corners, and your hitter will be the cleanup man, first baseman Evan Templin.
I believe that's their first error of the day, but
first one I can remember.
We'll take it.
Templin shows bunt very early now, pulls back, ready to swing away. It's a chopper back up the middle. Raridan charging from shortstop. He'll go to first base for the out there. They try to throw in behind Garrett at second base, but he slides back in safely. So 2 runs in for the Scotties here in the 5th. Still just 1 out on the board. Scotties now trail 7-3, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Hudson Gum.
Hudson is 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the second inning to lead it off, and then struck out to end the third.
Bob working from the stretch with Garrett at second base. And Gum will ground this thing to third base. That is booted, but third baseman Mosley able to stick with it, and they get Garrett as he goes from second to third. shortstop Raritan came over and covered the bag at third base, and Mosley able to, that ball after it hit off his glove kind of popped straight up into the air. Mosley pulled it down and threw to Reardon, who was covering the bag there at third for out number 2. Now the Glasgow catcher, Bam Nolly.
He singled in the first, hit by a pitch in the fourth.
Lob throws over to first base. Gum slides back in safely.
You know, we've had a couple bad bounces like that where we ran into the third there. When that ball bounces up, but comes right back to him. And, you know, if it goes anywhere but right back in his glove, we're probably safe then.
Yep. You're right.
We just had a couple.
Another throw to first base, and
close.
Gum does get back in there.
But we just had a couple bad bounces. And we've made some running mistakes too. So.
Lob with a pitch. As Gum took off for second base, it's going to be fouled off by Nolly. Hudson making his way back to the bag at first. A 1-1 to the senior catcher, Bam Nolly. Lob will throw to first base. Gum slides back in head first. A 0-1 pitch. Gum takes off for second base, and they will not even attempt to throw. Lob delivers. Nolly fouls it off. It's going to get out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Nolly. Pitch from Lob.
Ooh,
up
wow.
and in. A little chin music that time as Nolly has to move out of the way of that one.
Yeah, Bam was hit his last at bat, and then they had that collision at home. He's going to have some. He's going to have to soak in ice water tonight.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lob delivers. Gum taking off for third base here, and he will have it stolen. The pitch to Nolly was high, so the count is full. Scotty's just stealing bases at will against South Warren today.
It's our 7th.
So Glasgow now 49 out of 50 on the year in stolen bases. Payoff pitch coming. And Nolly lifts it to left field. It'll be called out there for out number 3. So the Scotties will strand Gum at third base. But Glasgow does get a couple runs across to get themselves back in the ball game here as they now trail by 4 runs.
Yeah, we picked up 2 runs. Only had the 1 hit. There was an error, and we strand 1. We've completed 5 innings here, and the Scotties trail the Spartans 7-3.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure that we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
The top half of the 6th inning brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. 7-3 lead for South Warren over the Scotties. We do have a new pitcher into the ball game for Glasgow, and it is Cooper Hatton. He is a left-handed sophomore. Hatton, looking at his numbers here, has not thrown much. Matter of fact, he's only thrown 1 inning all year long. That came in relief. He has not started a ball game. He did strike out the side in that 1 inning, apparently, as he's got 3 strikeouts and no walks in that 1 appearance. And the first 3 hitters he'll face for South Warren are the 8, 9, and 1 guys. That's Gray Pearson, Matt Mosley, and Justin Capps. 7-3 lead for the Spartans. Sophomore Hatton into the windup for his first pitch of the day, and the fastball misses up and away. Lady Scotty's softball team continues to trail Logan County 3-1. They're in the top of the 5th inning over there at Glasgow High School. Here's the 1-0 in the dirt. Hatton winds and fires. The ground ball towards Gum at shortstop. He charges, scoops it up, throws, and got him. 1 away. Now Matt Mosley due up for the Spartans. Third baseman batting .259 on the year. Fastball from Hatton in there for a strike on the inside half.
Mosley's 1 for 2, struck out, singled.
The 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Takes a big hop off the pitcher's mound and going to get into center field. That'll be a Don Franklin auto base hit for Mosley, and we'll go back to the top of the order for South Warren. It's the center fielder, Justin Capps.
He is 2 for 3, singled, doubled, and then he's grounded out to third.
Fastball in there for a strike at the knees.
Yeah. Hatton's come in throwing strikes.
The 0-1 delivery. And Capps lays a bunt down the third base line. And Nolly, the catcher, throws it away at first base. They're going to send Mosley in to score. Capps going to wind up at third base. Bam knew he had to rush. Coming out of the catcher spot there as he fielded that ball down the third base line, but just rushed the throw a bit too much. It's now 8-3 South Warren. And Ty Krogan at the plate, 1 away. Runner at third base. The pitch from Hatton misses high.
Well, Garrett Shields pitched 2 2/3 innings, faced 9 batters, struck out 1, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. 1 of those was earned.
1-0 pitch in the dirt. Nolly keeps it in front. balls, no strikes. Krogan waiting on the pitch. And this one misses outside. Hatton trying to come back from a 3-0 count here. And he cannot. Those 4 straight balls to Krogan. He misses inside with that one. So runners on the corners.
It's just the second walk given up by Scotty pitching today, but
the hitter will be Griffin Raridan.
Raridan's 1 for 2. Sacrificed in the first, flew out to right field, and he had a double in that 5th inning.
He'll ground one here to Gum at shortstop. Goes to second for the out there. On to first. Got him!
Oh, nice turn.
Scotty's turned a 6-4-3 double play to get out of the inning. South Warren does get 1 run back, though, as they have pushed their lead back out to a 5-run advantage.
They picked up the 1 run, and it was on the 1 hit. There was 1 error, and nobody left. 5.5 gone now, and Scotty still trail 8-3.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune, back here with you at Sam Royce Field as we go to the bottom half of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. It is South Warren on top, 8-3 over the Scotties. And Glasgow will have, I believe there's 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up here. That'll be Garrett Shields, Thomas Glass, and Houston Haynes. We do have a new pitcher for South Warren. And the new pitcher is Owen Perkins. And looking at Perkins' numbers on the year, no wins or losses. He has 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. He's thrown 3 innings of baseball and making his 3rd appearance on the mound this year for South Warren. His first pitch of the day misses outside for ball 1. Shields awaiting the 1-0 pitch, swings through this one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And tried to check his swing on the high fastball. They'll check down at first base, see if he went around, and they say he did not. 2-1. And cannot catch up with the fastball here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perkins set to deliver the 2-2 as he kicks and fires. And the fastball blown by Shields for strike 3. That's an arrow safety strikeout for Owen Perkins, his first. 1 down in the 6th. That'll bring up the DH Thomas Glass. And a foul ball here that appeared to glance off the umpire, but everybody looks like they're okay.
Glass 0 for 2, Joe. Hit into fielder's choice and popped out to right field, his second at bat.
The 0-1, breaking ball, misses low.
Joe, I had Lobb pitching 2 innings through 30 pitches. He faced 10 batters, struck out 1, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 was earned. Had 1 wild pitch and 2 hit batters.
1-1 pitch right down the middle here to Glass, so the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perkins delivers. Breaking ball just inside.
Well, that's been a tough one to stay off of right there. It was close.
Fastball here,
working full,
low and away.
South Warner's only given up 2 walks. They've given up 6 hits.
Payoff pitch now from Perkins. And it misses outside, so Glass will draw the walk with 1 away. Brings up the right fielder, Houston Haynes.
Haynes is 0 for 2.
Fastball here on the outside corner, 0-1.
He's flown out to right, and then it hit into a fielder choice, his second at bat.
And they throw it to first base, and they picked off Glass. Another base running mistake by the Scotties. It's at least 4 that I can count today, I believe.
Yeah,
here's the 0-1. Fly ball to center field. Coming in on it and making the catch is Justin Capps, and that will be out number 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Scotties are retired.
3 up and 3 down after the pickoff. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've completed 6. South Warren 8, Glasgow 3.
This is Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Field, Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune along with you here as we go to the top of the 7th inning. And first 3 hitters due up for South Warren: Camden Page, Jackson Decker, and Casey Green. South Warren on top 8-3 in this ball game. Cooper Hatton back out onto the mound for the Scotties for his 2nd inning of work. First pitch misses outside. Now the 1-0. Misses inside here. Two-0 delivery. Misses outside. Page batting .419 on the year. Hatton trying to avoid the 4-pitch walk, and he cannot. Misses upstairs with it. Now the right fielder, Jackson Decker.
$16.
Swing and a miss here for strike one.
Decker is 3 for 3, Joe. A double and 2 singles. He has 2 RBI on the afternoon.
Runner takes off for second base, and Nolly loses the handle on the baseball as he tried to make the transfer from his glove to his throwing hand. So no throw, as Page now at second base with nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Decker at the plate. The 1-1. Breaking ball for a strike in on the back door there. One, two. Curveball hit high to right field. Haynes drifting back on it, and he will make the catch for the out. It's deep enough for Page to tag from second to third, which he does. Now the left fielder, Casey Green, with 1 away and a runner at third base. South Warren on top 8-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch from Hatton misses up and away. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Senior left fielder Casey Green in the box waiting on the 1-1 pitch. It's on the way. It's low and inside.
I failed to say he is grounded to the pitcher, struck out, and popped out to second.
Here's the 2-1. This one misses up and away. 3 balls and a strike now to Green. Hatton has the pitch he wants. Now sets. And delivers. And it's a ball up high.
That should be Dylan.
So runners on the corners here. Here's Joseph Fentress. Hatton with a pitch. Breaking ball. It's going to be a base hit into the left field. Going to get 1 run in. It'll be 9-3 South Warren now. Runners at first and second. We'll get a courtesy runner for Fentress at first base, and that will be Alex Miller.
Got a number for him?
18. Still just 1 down here in the top of the 7th.
And it was Fentress's 4th RBI on the afternoon. He struck out twice and had a double and a home run and a single.
Here to Gray Pearson at the plate. It's this one in the air to the right side. Is it going to stay in play? Does not.
He's 1 for 3.
Hatton takes a look at the runner at second base. Kicks and fires. Back up the middle. Scooped up at second base there by Driver. They go to Gum. Actually, that's not Driver at second base anymore. They went to Gum, though, and then Gum turns the double play. I don't know who that was at second base. It's Garrett Shields who went back to second base. I apologize. So it's a 4-6-3 double play. Scotties turn their second double play of the night to end the top of the 7th inning.
Well, they picked up 1 run. They only had the 1 hit. There were no errors, and there was 1 left on base. So through 6 1/2, it's 9-3 South Warren over the Scotties.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLDU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Carter Hodges and Stephen Garrett due up for the Scotties here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, and Driver nearly got hit with a pitch here to begin the inning. Got Owen Perkins still on the mound for South Warren. Came in relief last inning. Driver squares to bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike.
3 for 3 so far this afternoon.
South Warren on top, 9-3. Perkins winds and fires, breaking ball in the dirt. Now the 2-1. Driver with a little nubber down the third base line. This is going to be trouble, and it'll be an infield single here for JoJo Driver. 4 for 4 day here for JoJo. Carter Hodges now to the plate.
Reckon he'll be stealing, Joe?
I don't know in this situation. I mean, you got to get 6 runs here. Looked like he was ready to go, but the pitcher Perkins stepped off the mound there, stepped off the rubber, excuse me. He does not go. This pitch going to be fouled off out of play. And time called here by Fentress, the catcher. He'll go out and have a quick word with Perkins. Stay tuned at the end of this ball game. We'll have our Don Franklin Auto postgame show where we'll have our Ralphie's Fun Center final stats, Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game, and the SCRTC player of the game as well. Over to first base is not in time. Driver back in safely. 0-1 to Carter Hodges. The pitch on the way. Driver does take off for second base. They'll throw down this time, and they got him. Just don't know about that. You're down by 6 runs. You got to get him. I'm just not crazy about that decision. I don't know. JoJo did that on his own or what. But anyway, No balls and 2 strikes now to Hodges. Breaking ball here is hit in the air to the right side, and it is going to be caught out there for out number 2 as Jackson Decker tracked it down. That'll bring up third baseman Stephen Garrett. He'll foul the first pitch off out of play. Scotty's down to their final out here, trailing 9-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Perkins misses outside here, 1-1. Perkins fires away. Off-speed pitch misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball off the bat of Garrett. Out of play. 2-2 now. Perkins into the windup. The pitch misses high. Full count here as Perkins actually steps off the rubber before he throws this pitch. Now the payoff pitch coming. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that will end this ball game. An arrow safety strike out there for Owen Perkins. Scotty's going to fall to South Warren by a final score of 9-3. Glasgow now drops to 5-9 overall on the year. South Warren improves to 12-2, and they sweep the season series with the Scotties. We'll come back in a moment on our Don Franklin Auto postgame show, where we will take a look at the Ralphie's Fun Center final stats, the Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game, and the SCRTC player of the game as well. That's all coming up on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto. We'll be back after a 4-minute timeout here on WCODU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Field on the Don Franklin Auto Postgame Show, where the Scotties fall by a final score of 9-3 to the South Warren Spartans. The final stats still being added up here by Bruce Tribune. So we'll give Bruce a little bit more time to get that finished up here. We do have a look at our final stats brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center, our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the Game, and also our SCRTC Player of the Game. Will, do you have the play queued up here? Okay, let's go ahead. While Bruce is finishing up the stats, we'll take a look at our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the Game, and it is going to be, I'm trying to find out what inning it was, but Bruce is adding up stats, so we'll not worry about the inning, but it was Houston Haynes who made a beautiful throw to home plate. It was in the third inning, Bruce says. Houston Haynes made a beautiful throw to home plate to get the runner out at home to end the third inning. It was an outstanding play, and that is our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the Game, brought to you by Hardee's Restaurants. And we'll again have Coach Cameron Garman come up here and have a word with us as well. He is still talking with his team down there. Lots to talk about for Cam with his ball club in this one. Scotties did some good things today for sure, but they also made some base running mistakes, a couple mental errors as well, which I'm sure he's going over with them right now. Things that, you don't want to make those mistakes, but if you're going to make them, you want to learn from them and not repeat them. So, but overall, a 9-3 loss for Glasgow here at Sam Royce Field. Let's give you an update on what's going on over at Glasgow High School with the Lady Scotties softball team, as they are in the top of the seventh inning, it looks like, and Logan County leads that ball game by a score of 4-1. So we'll see if the Lady Scotties can pull off a comeback there in the seventh. Again, we'll be over there on Thursday at Glasgow High School for a softball broadcast as Glasgow entertains Warren East in a district contest. First pitch at 5:30 on Thursday. Our broadcast begins at 5:15. But first, we're back here tomorrow at Sam Royce Field for another baseball broadcast as the Scotties will entertain the Bowling Green Purples. That's also a 5:30 first pitch tomorrow evening, and our broadcast with pregame coverage on the air at 5:15 tomorrow afternoon. The players have all broken up and doing their own thing now, so I would expect Coach Cameron Garman to be over here to join us shortly. There's a lot of numbers to add up for Bruce here in this one. I think he's getting close, but not quite there. Let's thank our sponsors here on WCLU. They are Don Franklin Auto Glasgow, the People's Bank, Riley Dental Group, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, Ralphie's Fun Center, Aero Safety. Glasgow Spring Sports also brought to you by South Central Rural Telephone and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. And Coach Cameron Garman has joined us now here at the broadcast position, and Cam will have a seat over here as Bruce finishes up adding up all the final stats. And Cam, I thought your kids did some good things today, but there were some base running mistakes and a couple mental errors which cost you a little bit, I thought, here this afternoon.
Right, yeah, and that's what I told the boys. I said, somebody slap me tomorrow if I don't have a 10-minute base running session, and that's just stuff I kind of take for granted, and like I said, it's my fault. And but we also had just some bad luck out there.
That's true.
It was just
very bad luck a couple times.
Just weird things happen. It's unexplainable, but yeah, we cleaned up some base running, and I think we left some runs out there, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't remember who was at the plate, but JoJo Driver was stealing third base, and he was going to have it stolen. Probably would have scored, but the ball is hit right at the third baseman, who's able to tag JoJo out and then double the hitter off at first base. You're right. Bad luck there in that situation for sure.
Right, yeah. And JoJo, he really proud of him, 4 for 4. And they finally got him at the end. They finally threw him out. I mean, he's almost automatic getting to second base if he gets on. So proud of him. But like I said, definitely got to clean up the base running. We had, I think, 8 hits. And, I was telling the boys, it's every pitch, every inning, every game is a constant learning experience, so we're going to wash our hands of it and move on. Give credit to South Warren, though. If you look at those polls out there, I don't know how much merits to it, but, I mean, that's a top team in the state by far, so give them credit.
Yeah, now 12-2 on the year. Carter Hodges got the start for today on the mound. Cameron goes 3 1/3 innings, faced 16 batters, struck out 4, walked 1. Gave up 6 hits and gave up 5 runs. All of them were earned. What do you think about his start on the mound today?
I thought he did well. He kind of hurt himself early, not as much walks, but he had a bad pickoff move, had a wild pitch that advanced some runners. But after he settled in, he had some good innings. And I said only walking one guy is decent. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, South Warren just – they swing the bat well, and they put the ball in play and found holes, and that's baseball.
It's a team that's hitting .337 on the year, so obviously they do have a terrific offense.
Yeah.
You look at let's go back and talk about JoJo Driver. Not only in this ball game, Cameron, he's 4-4 in this game, as you mentioned, with 3 stolen bases, scored a run as well. But on the year now, with this 4-4-4 day, he's now hitting over 500 on the season. It was just ridiculous. Why do you think JoJo's seeing the ball so well right now?
It's kind of amazing. I mean, he's just gotten older, and he's a senior, and this game has finally slowed down for him. Because honestly, he struggled last year, and he went into basketball, and he was occupied with the basketball all winter long. He really didn't come put in a bunch of extra work, but he's been solid, and I'm super proud of him. I've told him he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink. He plays multiple positions for us, and I'm very, very proud of him. And like I said, just a solid all-around baseball player. Super proud of him.
And then one of the highlight defensive plays for your ball club today, I think it was back in the 3rd inning, Houston Haynes, your freshman right fielder, threw a line shot to Bam Nolly, who was at home plate, able to tag out a runner coming home to end that 3rd inning. It was a great play all around by both Haynes and Nolly to make the tag.
Yeah, Houston has some talent out there in the outfield, for sure. And I think we turned probably 3 or 4 double plays. So I'm happy.
2 of them.
Yeah,
2 of them.
Middle infield and that one. And I told Bam he had a couple errors throwing, but super proud of him behind the plate blocking. I think that was his best blocking performance. And I acknowledged that, told him he's getting better. I told the team we've got about 5-6 weeks here. Let's just see how much better we can get, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and you're right, Cam. There were 3 double plays, if you count that throw out there at home plate. And then so you got Bowling Green tomorrow. I mean, you guys have played a killer schedule so far this year. And Glasgow baseball has never backed down from anybody, and that's going to continue to be the case, I'm sure. But Bowling Green, another very good ball club coming in here tomorrow.
Yeah, they're similar to South Warren. They're not going to make a lot of mistakes. I mean, you're going to have to, throw strikes, make routine plays, and get up there and swing the bat just like they do. But if you go from last week Thursday to Somerset, South Warren, Bowling Green, and LaRue County this week, I mean, those are all top teams in the state. And, it is what it is. It's solid, and there's really nobody else to play around here. So it's just everybody plays good baseball. They really do, especially in this fourth region. I mean, even Logan and Franklin and our district, I mean, everybody is tough across the board, and I enjoy it. It's good baseball, and it makes you play well, I think.
Well, you also hope, obviously, playing this kind of schedule and these kind of teams pay off for you in the end.
Yeah,
right?
definitely, and because you're going to see great pitching every night, and like I said, you're forced to make plays, or if you don't, you're going to get 10-run ruled every night, and that happened a lot last year, and that's you hate to be proud of losses, but it's like, well, at least we are competing and we are making plays, and we're staying in ball games and giving ourselves a chance. So I'm proud of our kids. I really am. The way they compete and just stay at it, and I really do think it'll pay off, hopefully.
We'll be back down here tomorrow for that Bowling Green game, Cam, so we'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That's Scotty head coach Cameron Garman. His ball club falling here to South Warren by a final score of 9-3. Here on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, and I think Bruce is ready to roll now with the final stats. We'll give Bruce the headset back here and let him get going on those. Bruce, you ready to roll?
Yeah, Joe,
All
thank you.
Let's
I
go.
had to check a couple of things there a while ago when I was adding my stuff up, so let's look at it now.
By the way, let me tell you that these final stats are brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. Take off, Bruce.
Ralphie's Fun Center. Thank you, Ralphie's. And Scotty's lose this one here today, 9-3. South Warren had 9 runs on 12 hits. There were 5 Glasgow errors today, and they strand 4. Camden Page will get the win. He pitched 3 innings, faced 14 batters, struck out 1, walked 2, gave up 5 hits, gave up 1 run. That was earned, and he had 2 wild pitches. Lobb came in to relieve him in the 4th inning. He pitched 2 innings, faced 10 batters, struck out 1, gave up a hit, 2 runs. 1 of those was earned. And he had a 1 wild pitch and 2 hit batters. And then Perkins, I don't remember his first name, came in and finished it, pitched the last 2 innings. He faced 6 batters, struck out 2, walked 1, gave up 1 hit, and no runs. Offensively for South Warren today, Justin Capps was 2 for 4 on the afternoon. He scored 1 run. He had a double. Ty Grogan was 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice and a base on balls. Griffin Raridan was 1 for 3. He scored a run, had a double, and a sacrifice. He also had an RBI. Camden Page was 1 for 3 on the afternoon. He scored 2 runs, and then a courtesy runner a courtesy runner scored 1 of those for him as a courtesy runner. Of course, when he went back to the field, they courtesy run for him twice today, so he did not score there. Had 3 runs. There was 1 double, a stolen base, and 2 base on balls. Jackson Decker was 3 for 4 this afternoon, scored a run. He had a double and 2 RBI. Casey Green was 0 for 3. He drew a base on balls, struck out once. The big bat was Joseph Fentress with 2 for 4 on the afternoon, scored 1 run. He had a home run. He had 2 strikeouts, and he had 4 RBI. Gray Pearson was 1 for 4, a run scored. He had an error, their only error on the afternoon. He had a stolen base and a strikeout. And Matt Mosley was 2 for 3, scored 1 run. He stole a base and had a base on ball. 29 at-bats, 9 runs on 12 hits. They commit 1 error. They had 5 extra base hits, 4 doubles and a home run. They stole 3 bases, sacrificed twice, drew 4 base on balls, struck out 4 times, and had 7 RBI. They did turn 2 double plays. They had a 5 unassisted 3 in the first inning and a F9-6 in the second. For the Scottish today, Carter Hodges will pick up the loss. Pitched 3 1/3 innings, faced 16 batters, struck out 4, gave up 1 base on ball, 6 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned. He did have a wild pitch. Garrett Shields came in, pitched 2 2/3 inning. He faced 9 batters. He had a struck out 1, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. 1 of those was earned. And then Hatton came in. Mr. Hatton. Cooper Hatton. I can't read my own writing. Pitched the final 2 innings. He gave up, faced 10 batters, did not have a strikeout. No, he had 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 hits, 2 runs. 1 of those was earned. So the totals on that are 35 batters. They had 7 strikeouts, 3 base on balls, 12 hits on the afternoon. There was they scored 9 runs, 7 of them were earned, and they had 1. Carter had 1 wild pitch. Offensively for the Scotties today, JoJo Driver 4 for 4. He scored a run, stole 3 bases. Carter Hodges was 0 for 2. His courtesy runner Riley Winskowski scored a run. Carter had 2 errors and 1 hit batter. Stephen Garrett was 0 for 2 with he walked twice, stole 1 base, had 1 RBI. Well, how did he get an RBI? On a 500. Oh, there was an error. Evan Templin was 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice. Hudson Gum was 1 for 3. He scored a run, had 3 stolen bases and a strikeout. Bam Nolly was 1 for 2. He committed 3 errors today. He was hit by a pitch once. Garrett Shields was 1 for 3 on the afternoon, struck out twice. He did have an RBI on that RBI single. Thomas Glass was 0 for 2 with a base on balls. And Houston Haynes was 0 for 3 this afternoon. Totals 23 at bats, 3 runs on 7 hits. Scotties commit 5 errors today. They had 7 stolen bases. They were hit twice, drew 3 base on balls, had 3 strikeouts, and 2 RBI on the afternoon. So they dropped this one 9-3 to South Warren. Will fall to 5-9 as South Warren improves to 12-2. Joe.
Thank you, Bruce, for those Ralphie's Fun Center final stats. And we need to take one more time out. Then we'll come back and tell you about our SCRTC player of the game. Final score 9-3. South Warren defeats the Scotties. And you're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto. We're back after a 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $6.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $6.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's making it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up. The Scotties fall to South Warren 9-3. Our South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative player of the game will be JoJo Driver. I think there's little doubt about that for the Scotties. JoJo went 4 for 4 on the day. He had 3 stolen bases, and he scored a run. So JoJo Driver, our SCRTC player of the game, brought to you by South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative. And our next broadcast tomorrow evening, right back here at Sam Roy's Field. The Scotties will entertain the Bowling Green Purples. It's a 5:30 first pitch. Our broadcast begins with pregame coverage at 5:15 here on WCLU Blue 103.1 and 1490. And once again, you can catch the live stream, video live stream as well, on the WCLU radio website. There's a link there. You can also go to YouTube and type in Scotty Channel. It'll be on the Scotty Channel there as well. That'll wrap things up for us here tonight. Do want to say thanks to the folks who helped us bring you this broadcast. Jonathan Talley back at the studio on the board. Appreciate his work. Mr. Will Perkins, our video producer tonight. And Bruce Tribune, of course, my broadcast partner. Once again, your final score, Glasgow falls to South Warren by a final score of 9-3. Scotties fall to 5-9 on the year. South Warren improves to 12-2. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.